let me be. On those notes, actually, Saranya has written a beautiful poem called Let Me Be, and I'd like to request Mr. Belawadi to actually read that poem. It's on page 29. No, it's on page 30. 30.
Let me be. Let me be your insignificant thought, your temporary draft's passing stream. Let me seek you at an hour unsought. Let me be your inexpensive dream. Let me be that secret smile, the pretty strangers pause a while. Let me be the drop of rain that meets your lips to your disdain. Let me be the dusty milestone that's forgotten once the road is shown. Let me be your whisper at noon, a whimsical cloud over a November moon. Let me be, just let me be, your fleeting thought in a voyage at sea. Let me be, just let me be, your hesitant hymn in a hasty plea.
I like the way Mr. Belawadi actually read that, recited that. Most of the poems seem to be very poignant and very intense. Mr. Belawadi, this particular poem asks a lot of questions actually. If you look at it deeply, profoundly, it asks you a lot of questions. And the answer says, hey, let me be. You know, it's such a simple answer, let me be. Now, in your films, in your plays, do you also ask such questions? Whether it's a script that you write, or do your thoughts flow very freely, no questions asked, nothing at all, and you just write?
I don't think anybody has the luxury to be free to start with. There is an introduction in the book where Saranya says that she asks her niece or somebody, niece says, I love you, and she's a 6-year-old girl, and she asks her, why do you love me? And she says, because I love you. I'll give you a parallel from in the opening scene of Merchant of Venice. The very first lines that Antonio speaks, he says, I'm sad and I'm wearied of being sad. He's tired of being sad, but he's sad. And he tells his friends that he's rich, his ships are very strong and fleet and fast. There's no problem with the ships. The ships will come in and he'll be wealthier than before. Everything's good, but he's sad. So his friends try to reason why he could be sad, and he finishes up saying, this is the role I have to play in my life, to be sad, he says. So the reason for being sad is sadness, like this is see why I say that is, why do we write or paint? Nobody asks us, we're not making a product for the market. Why are we like this? We want to say something, which is why a first set of poems that you choose to publish, they may not be the first set of poems you've written, or the first set of paintings that you choose to show, or the first play, or the first film, or the first script, the first that you want to go out and say who I am, is never free. It is always a cry seeking freedom, So that's freedom, So that's
wow. Therefore, when you have this cry, which actually seeks freedom, is there a connection between the speaking voice and the written voice?
That's curious you say, because increasingly when Indians are writing poetry in English, they begin to abandon all the tropes and the structures and the formulae that was given to us in our stultifying, horrifying English classrooms as we grew up. Because, see, the previous poem, for instance, Hugs, is a ghazal. We grew up listening to ghazals, and it's a ghazal. So that's how we begin to write now.
Actually sing it.
The rhythms are actually Indian, although the language is English, and that is one way of owning the language, and appropriating it for ourselves. It's become Indian today, the English language.